Hey, John. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is me and my team. We just wanted to come in and give you a brief overview of your exercise program, which is going to help you manage your COPD and get a better functional life. To start off, we're going to go over your cardio program. So, for the majority of your cardiovascular program, you're going to be using a stationary bike. To warm up, you're going to do about 5 to 10 minutes of walking, depending on how warm you feel, how good you feel, and how ready you feel to exercise. You're going to exercise for 5 days a week for 20 to 30 minutes each of those days at a moderate intensity. Starting with your initial stage, you're going to only exercise for about 20 minutes. You don't want to get over 13 on the RPE scale throughout the whole entire cardiovascular program. Doesn't matter each month; it's not going to go up. So over the course of 2 months, you're going to steadily increase a little bit in your time, but you're going to stay more towards the 20-minute mark. As you increase after your 2 months, which is your initial stage, we're going to try to get you up to 30 minutes of exercise 5 days a week. And then we're going to see how you're feeling each day. We want you to listen to your body, tell your trainer how you're feeling. We want you to focus on breathing, make sure you're getting enough oxygen, and we just are really just going to communicate with how you're doing and how you're feeling throughout all of this.
Hey, John, for strength, we're going to be working at about 2 days a week to start out with. As we progress, we'll probably push off to getting that 3 days a week if you feel comfortable doing that. All of our exercises are going to be seated at first. This is just going to give you a good foundation and a basic so we can make sure that you're doing the exercises right before we progress to a more accident-prone type of exercising. We're going to have the weight will be lower and our reps higher. This just will allow you to do more and build up more muscle without getting too fatigued. So these are multi-joint exercises, and just our big thing is ensuring that you're doing proper breathing and proper technique. And like I said, once we get out of that initial phase, we'll reassess everything and bump you on up.
Hey John, for the first 4 weeks, we'll be doing at-home stretches such as trunk rotation, shoulder rotation, triceps, hamstrings, all the simple stuff. We want to use the first 4 weeks to get you in the habit of like things and open up before we add more to the flexibility program. One of our main focus is thoracic spine and just keeping your joints loose. Flexibility of the joints in the spine is important for people with respiratory disorders to enable thoracic mobility when breathing. And so then the next 4 weeks, we will want you to add yoga and pranayamas, like breathing techniques, because not only is it good for you since you have COPD, it's also great for our clients for your hypertension. And then the last 4 weeks, we just want to increase how much yoga you do along with the stretches before and after workouts.
All right, John. So just to review everything, we want to make sure that you really focus on your breathing technique throughout your exercises. Because of that COPD, really training yourself to take deep breaths and not take those shallow breaths like you've been experiencing and having pain with and stuff like that. We don't want you to go through any of that. That's a big part of definitely the cardiovascular plan and the weight plan as well. But like they said, just make sure and focus on breathing a lot. We also saw that your BMI was a little high as well as your blood pressure. So we want you to take it easy in your strength program. Don't try and push it too much. Like you said, keep the weight low at first until you feel comfortable. You can move up and progress as you feel, but you don't want to push it too much. We don't want you straining too hard. But as we do progress in the weight training program, we'll hopefully see a drop in that blood pressure as well. The BMI, you are labeled at risk in the obese category. So the cardiovascular program, just doing that is immediately going to help you there, like with losing weight and anything like that. And really losing weight and focusing on that breathing technique and getting your breathing figured out is really going to make your COPD 10 times better. That's really going to be the main focus here. As far as your O2 saturation and everything like that, it's about what we expected that we ran. So that's going to improve with your exercise as well. Everything really came out as we expected with your COPD test results. So there's really nothing out of the ordinary we need to pay attention to. Your heart's doing great, and it'll only get better as you continue to exercise. So just stick to the plan, John, and you'll be good to go.